We have bees, yes. I put bees on our canola field down there. We got 2 or 3 greenhouses and a collection point in the yard. So yes, I have bees because the thing that does the bread, the thing that makes the bread, the bakery, yeah, that place, is more complicated than a normal one, base on this map. So you have to make things in order to make bread. You can't just take flour down to the bakery and make bread. You have to provide other stuff, and some of the things that you can make need honey. So I did put a couple of bees on the canola field. I kind of figured, yeah, we're going to need we need oil. We'll make canola oil. And then I discovered, well, if I want to make bread, I actually need sunflower oil. So I should have planted sunflowers, and then I'm going to need a helianthus header and a header trailer as well, so it's all going to be very complicated. But there are still some other things. I think I can make pizza if I grow tomatoes, so I'm going to need a thing. And we're going to need cheese, and we're going to need pasteurized milk, and so we're going to have to get into cows and chickens if I want to flesh out what we can make at the bakery. Once we've done this, I guess we are good. And there's a little dot there which doesn't need to be touched. So yeah, if we bounce over here, field 78, we just bought soil samples, expensive, total costs. Is the cost going up because I've got a tractor running on the field or something? Vehicle maintenance. Yes. Okay, that's interesting to know. So if you park a vehicle on a field with the engine running, it will add to it will affect your profit from. No, that one. So, what does honey look like? Honey looks like that. So bread needs sunflower oil. We're not growing sunflowers. It needs dough, and it needs yeast. Yeast is a byproduct of sugar, I have been told. Cake needs olive oil, and I'm not intending to get into olive oil at all. Waffles don't need honey. Need butter. Pancakes need honey. And flour, I believe that's flour, eggs, canola oil, canola oil, soy milk, so we're going to have to make, but I could make pancakes because we've now got the honey. Donuts need chocolate, sandwiches need tomatoes, lettuce, cheese. Pizza needs tomatoes and cheese, so that's okay, but I don't know what cheese needs. Dough needs flour, eggs, milk, pasteurized milk, and yeast to make dough, which is used to make bread. Cookies might need honey, no. They need sugar and chocolate and eggs and stuff, and brioche needs no honey. So we've got a couple of things that need honey. But yeah, so I did get some bees so we can make honey, or make things with the honey. But it's not a big production thing, but for now I'm just taking them down to the supermarket and selling them because, well, I've got nothing better to do with it. Same with the flour. It's like I've got absolute ton of flour and nothing to do with it right now. park this in the corner over here, ready to go on these fields when they're done. It is 7:30. What say we do run one collection lap? Yeah. And then maybe we'll call it a game day and we'll jump through to May 2. Oh, that was not the way I wanted to go, but okay. Seems I have two headlands, not just the one. And that's going to run wide. Courseplay would have done that so much more betterer. So yeah, but obviously because maple or syrup is a different mod. The modder who created these enhanced building or productions has not included things that you have to use another production mod to or growth mod to make. But if I need to grow tomatoes and lettuce, I'm going to have at least some form of greenhouse. I might, if I have to, I might just end up using the base in-game greenhouse rather than what is it? What's today? No, that's not it. Oh, that's a train. Because yes, it is the first. It's the first Saturday of the month, so we will get the hurricane sirens tested today, sometime or other, eventually. I think that's midday, so if it comes around to midday, you'll hear the hurricane sirens. It's probably time for me to have lunch. It's feeling like time to have lunch already. How's our collection? 29. Okay. But yeah, if we get cows, I'm going to need a third silo if we get cows, because I'm going to need grass and maize silage to feed the cows with, and I'm going to need another silo for the stuff I haven't sold yet. So if I make maize silage, I would have to put that and put maize into the spare silo, compress it and cover it, and then I can start selling off the maize silage I already have. And then that one becomes the production one the next month. But I don't know how quickly we'll be going through silage as we do this. That's also a thing I'm not currently aware of, how much we're going to need to feed the cows that we have. But I have determined that a mix of maize and grass silage is 100% TMR for cows, so we'll probably go with that mixture. But I'll need two silos of the stuff ready at all, or available at all times. And then we need to be fermenting stuff. The worry is when I'm fermenting a grass crop and a maize crop, what's going to happen? What's smoking? Oh, that's again 214 back, yes. I think I've drunk all my tea. Oh yeah. Makes a change. I usually get to this point and think, oh, I haven't been drinking my tea. I wonder how cold that stuff is. Okay. 500,000 litres of silage done. Yay. What else did we need to do? Oh, it's, yeah, I was going to say, I was going to kind of finish doing this field and I'll finish the headlands, how about that? And the bits I missed. We'll call it the end of May 1. I'll check what's on sales at the store, although we're down to 53. We've spent a lot of money on workers this month. So far. This day. This game day. So there you can see the tractor. We have completely exceeded the hitch's ability to follow the tractor there, so we were being pushed wide as we did that one. So probably easiest to do alternate rows going in here. We'll fill this up, we'll stick it in the bunker. I don't have a roof like Tom Pemberton does. I think I'm behind on Tom Pemberton videos this week. Been watching a bunch of other stuff as well. And Mrs. Osa's not here, so it's not like I can spend as long on the PC when I'm not working. Unless teenage Osa's fed and watered and reading books. Oh, yes, we're running low on silage additive. Good point. I think 1.9% or 1.9 litres should be good enough for 50,000 in the cart. But I should have probably filled that up last time we went back to the yard. Doesn't matter. We have a very good yield now because of all the work we do on these fields and helps with the environmental score. This is May 1. This is the first cut of the year, so our pH was probably at perfect levels when we cut this, so best yield. I think we may get 2 more rows out of this. Down 1.3. So yeah, the silage additive does help with the yield, obviously, because that's the in-game effect of it. I think in real life it just makes it more nutritious for the cows that are going to eat it. But it's difficult to, what's the word for it? It's difficult to emulate that in the game. So because there isn't so much, cows are fed or not fed. There's, so long as they've got their primary food source, they have 100% health. Otherwise, they don't. But there isn't different grades of silage. That means a cow is more or less healthy and more or less likely to produce milk and the likes. Am I going to make it to the end of this row? Yes. Am I going to be able to pick up all of that headland that we missed so far? And that would also be... Ooh. Yes. And should I just grab a little bit from here? So I'm not going back to the yard with a partially full trailer. Okay, let's go empty this. That is looking pretty now with the trees and the gap in the hedge and the dirt track and all of the things. Okay, I am going to pull up alongside this guy. I'm going to crash into the back of this guy. We're going to have to jump out, jump back in again, refill the wagon. Okay. I don't know what's causing that bug, but it is what it is. Looks like one of our crates is almost empty. Oh, I am confused. I am driving the wrong way. Try that one again. And of course our forage harvester includes a silage tank for the maize, so we're definitely getting a lot out of it. Okay, tip that there. Try and get rid of the valley in the middle. Yeah, or something. Sneaky, sneaky. And done. Okay, we'll pull forward, we'll turn the engine off, and I mean I could carry on into the night, but we've still got 2 more fields to collect after this one. Let's check the weather. Cloudy, 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 cloudy till 7 o'clock tomorrow. I thought we were going to have touches of sunlight. Probably need to move that. Okay. And I said last week I need to get the large honey spawn point so it'll collect more crates. Okay, we will sleep till 6 o'clock because it's getting bright in the morning, unlike the real world, which is getting really dark in the morning. Like, I'm getting up, it's still dark outside. 6 o'clock in the morning and bright daylight. Okay. Do that. And do that. Okay, poop wagon, sugarcane harvester, flat tractor. I think we got up to here last time, so it's a Class Jaguar header for maize. So planter thing. No, I've seen that one before. So this one, don't know what the deal with that is, but okay. There's a down gravel wagon. How big is that? I'm losing it. 20. Kubota sprayer. Oh, unrealistic capacity, 7,500 litres. One of those. I don't have one of those. Oh, I have the small one. Yeah. New Holland thing, a wrapper, a corn header, a bale wrapper for small bales only. That's smaller than the one we have, and a huge giant auger, which I can use on the Magnum, but I can't afford with the bank balance. We got 2 crates of honey. Okay, let's get this field cleared off then. I'm going to be living in a cloudy day. And if that was supposed to be how do you use the additives in silage, you just load up the wagon and it boosts your yield as you pick up. So potentially if I pick up 9,000 litres from the ground, it'll make it 10,000 litres in the truck. Yeah, that's the next one. And there's a couple of things that do that. I think in things like chopped sugar beet, and there used to be CCM, which is sort of corn whole cob. Basically, you take when you harvest corn, you end up with just the little yellow seeds, and that's it. But when you're feeding animals, you can feed them the entire thing. So mash up the stalk and the cob itself with the little yellow seeds, and just mash it all up and feed that to your pigs. And that was a mod. It's the CCM mod back in Farm Sim 17, I think. And the way that got implemented was they included an auger wagon, and if you unloaded a harvester with maize into the auger wagon, it would convert it into CCM, a sort of a pre-CCM stage, which is 10% more yield. So basically took 9,000 litres of corn and turned it into 10,000 of sort of pre-CCM stuff. You then unloaded the auger into a silage bunker and compacted it, covered it up, and it would then become a source of corn food for pigs. And corn food is their major diet. So effectively you took the corn you produced and added 10% to it, with a little bit of extra work to feed your pigs. So that was kind of a thing. It's like, when I say if you're feeding pigs, you're better to give them barley, because barley has more volume, which is why it's worth less, because you have to ship more to the store. But the field makes more. If you harvest a field, you get like 10,000 litres of wheat. You'll get 10,500 litres of barley. You'll get a little bit more, but barley is a little bit less valuable. But because you get a little bit more, it goes a little bit further if you want to feed chickens and ducks, pigs with it. We're not getting ducks. We are getting goats. They've told us we're getting goats. They haven't told us we're getting peas and green beans, but some of the YouTube peoples have had access to Farming Simulator 25 at a farming convention, and have discovered the peas and the green beans. I don't know what harvests them. I was going to look that up last week, but been kind of busy this week, so didn't do that. I want to look up pea harvesting and green bean harvesting and spinach harvesting without using a $500,000 plus spinach harvester, and possibly something else. Rice, long grain rice. Are there bigger rice harvesters in the Far East for those rice paddies? Or are we just using the little weird things with metal wheels and they look like the local blacksmith built them, to be perfectly honest. And then for the American version of rice, you can harvest that with a main harvester, like what we have here. We have a big class something. I can't remember. It's a thing. We have one. Alrighty, there we go. So, just turn around. Bright eyes. Oh. Grab that little bit there. And I think we'll dump this whole lot into the silage bunker and then go out to the next field. There's no point driving off to the next field for 4,000 litres, 3,500 litres, and driving all the way back to the yard. Okay. I'm not pushing the go button as hard as I can. I should do that. We'll go faster. Okay, I'm fairly confident that I'm not going to have to mess around too greatly with unloading silage into this bunker. I think it's all going to go fit there. And so I'm not going to need to mess around trying to drive up the silage mountain and put things in where they, or just try and force things in there like we do when we got 2 million litres or 1.5 million litres. Okay, we have this field here needs collected, and that field over there needs connected, and then I need to compact it and do the next thing. And that did not lower or turn on for some strange reason. So if I do get to Stream Railroader tonight, you will discover that I have made a potentially foolish decision. But the end of the last stream, we'd hauled back, I think, 2 full coal cars with a couple of furniture cars from the Appalachian Hardwoods location. And our G26 managed that with no problems at all. So that's a good thing. So by the end of the day, we delivered... No, had we delivered? Yes. We delivered the signal and water crane equipment to Alaka Junction, and after the last passenger train left, I shunted those into the work area.